My cellular device is dying. I shall retrieve a cable with which to charge it.
Die, Cloud.
If you're anything like me, you have a lot of cables and not a lot of places to store them. Like, this is my actual cable drawer. This is just ridiculous. There has to be a better way! Because some of these are organized, like this is all neatly rolled up, this is all neatly rolled up, this one. But no matter how neat the individual cables are, if they aren't organized in their container, you're not going to be able to find anything. So, I saw this nifty little life hack, which I will display right here, where you can actually use toilet paper rolls to organize your cables. And that's really smart, but first of all, I want something that looks a little more professional. Second of all, toilet paper rolls don't fit some of my bigger cables. Like, this boy would probably not fit comfortably inside a toilet paper roll, and this isn't even the biggest one. So, I got to thinking, I'm gonna make my own.
The good news is that as an engineer, if something isn't exactly how you want it, you just make it exactly how you want it.
Now, originally I was thinking of making this out of wood, and I had three main layout options. We've got rectangular, hexagonal, and circular. The rectangular grid would be the most time efficient to build because you can just get a giant piece of plywood, cut slots in it, and piece them all together. It would also be the most material efficient because you would use the entire sheet of plywood. But it doesn't look particularly great, and it also wouldn't be the most space efficient, because cables want more of a circular space to fit in. The circular grid, I would probably actually build out of PVC pipe, and that would fit the cables best, and probably be pretty easy to make, and of course would also be very material efficient, but it would also be space inefficient because PVC pipes physically don't want to link together, so there would be space in between the cells, and it would also probably be much heavier than wood grids. The hexagonal option would look the best, in my opinion, and be the most space efficient, because it fits the cables really well, and they fit together perfectly in a grid. The problem with that is it would be super time consuming to build, and it would probably not use materials very efficiently when making it out of wood, because it requires a lot of cuts, a lot of gluing, a lot of scrap wood, so that would be completely impractical. But wait, I have a 3D printer now. In fact, if you can hear in the background, that's actually what's going right now. So, options like a hexagonal storage system suddenly become much more feasible, because I can just design it in CAD and then shoot. But then this got me thinking even more, what if I didn't make like an entire grid and just print it all at once, but what if I actually made it modular? Because with 3D printing, I can get a lot more detail than I can with wood, and I can actually make a slot mechanism to fit cells together so that I can make any shape that I want. And if I get new cables, I can just print another cell for it and slip it on. So with that, let's get CAD modeling. Alright, so we've got our main little cell here. So this is what is going to be housing a regular cable. It's got a little slot mechanism here with some bumps so that when you put them together, this slot on the one above it will go into that little divot there. So now when we actually make this shape, we're gonna have these ugly slot mechanisms on the outside. Like, they're beautiful, but not aesthetically. So what I wanna do is have little end pieces that you can slide on there to cover them up. So essentially I just copied this and trimmed off these, and that way we have our nice little end cap here. So with that, let's get printing. So initially I've printed some smaller versions for testing. These are the diameter that they're going to be, but not the full height, obviously, just so that I don't waste a whole lot of filament during testing. And these seem to work really well. I've done some minor tweaks between the three of these, mostly concerning the raft, because you can see with this one especially, the raft didn't work that well. But yeah, the slot mechanism works very well, and they click very satisfyingly into place. And it seems pretty strong this way, not a whole lot of give, so that is promising. Let's go ahead and build the bigger versions. Alright, here are 3 cells, all printed. So this is the length that they're going to be. Got just a little cable here for testing, and you can see that this fits rather nicely in there. We've just got a little bit hanging out here, which I actually want. Even if I didn't, I could just wrap the cable tighter. But yeah, and the slot mechanism just slides in beautifully like that. Oh yes. Oh yeah, that is gorgeous. I love that. Alright. So with the assembly, the flat side would be parallel to the ground, so it would be mounted somewhere looking like this. Cable would just slide in and out like that. And yeah. This is very promising. Alright, so more recently I have upgraded from the white PLA to this beautiful blue. Same price, same company, same material, but much better color. So I've got a lot of cells printing right now in that gorgeous color. Okay, here are 3 cells that have just printed in that new beautiful blue color. They still work gorgeously. So I think this is the color that I'm going to be using in the final product. I really like it a lot. Also, something else that I just got printed are all of those end cap pieces, which I'm storing in the previous versions of the cells. Since I won't be using the white ones, I can use them for other purposes for now. But yeah, these are the little end pieces looking fine. So those will go onto here a little something like this. And there we go. So this is what the end product might look like. This is a full, complete assembly. It's only 3 cells. I'm gonna need about 30, but this looks gorgeous. Got that nice smooth edge. Got that nice smooth inside. The front is very pleasing. I am loving how this is turning out. This is fantastic. So in terms of mounting it, I think I want it to be somewhere like on that wall there. If you've seen my other videos shot in this wall, you might remember that there used to be curtains there, but I've taken them down to expose the windowsill, which is probably what I will be mounting to. Because what I don't want to do is actually screw into the wall, so what I want to do is design something to clamp onto this wall. Alright, here's the piece that I've designed. This is going to slide up and down there. We've got a little screw hole in there. A nut will be embedded there. But does it fit? That'd be a no. Yeah, nope. Version 2. Nope. Version 3. Gosh darn it. Okay, here's version 4. Got them all screwed into the little thing there. I made another version of this end cap just for the clamp, and yeah, it works. Okay, so then we would just tighten that down, and this would be nice and secure. Okay, so here it is attached to the actual cells, and we are looking pretty good. It's not the most stable thing in the world, especially not that way, but once we get another one of these next to it to complete the assembly, that'll provide a lot more stability. Okay, so it's the next day, and I just got a bunch more cells printed, and look at this. I got the other clamp printed, so we've got nice stability there. This is not going anywhere. I ran out of end caps, so these 2 little things are exposed here, but other than that, it's all covered, and it's all blue. We've got a dozen cells here, and they look absolutely stunning. I really like
how this looks just as decoration. And just for fun, I just stuffed a bunch of cables into here to see how this might look, and I absolutely love it. And yeah, you can clearly see what cable is which by the end sticking out. You can just grab whichever one you want and put it right back when you're done. Easy as pie. Love it. Big fan.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gents. That is this project so far. I am super happy with how it's turning out, and I do have a lot more plans for this in the future, some of which are in progress on the 3D printer right now. So look out for the next video, because it's gonna be bomb. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, Cloud Killer Koopa Troopa, out.